Hi guys, what's up? What's popping? How are you? I hope you're having a wonderful day. And it's another episode of the show titled Boss, Bukumilu Ashina Secret Studio. And this is the second episode. Last week we talked about talent, chances, and opportunity, and having plan Bs and all of that. And today I stumbled on one very important topic in our comment section. Like I said, you should be dropping. There is this comment that says, should a family have a say in your relationship, or can you always talk to your family about your relationship, or let me say marriage, or whichever way? Like, should they be a part of decision making, trying to make things work and all of that? And can you seek advice about your relationship from your family? Well, I'm going to say one, it depends on the kind of family you're from, and depends on the kind of relationship you're in. Some people are in some relationships just to, catch cruise because they feel to be lonely, so they just want to be with this person, and like they have this plan to stay together forever. They're working towards anything. While we have some families that the kids grew up separately. The word family has a lot of meanings. So the fact that you share same blood with people sometimes does not make you a family. Sorry to say, and the fact that you people are not related with blood sometimes does not mean you can be a family. So if it's a proper family, I mean a family whereby you people grew up together, your siblings, your brothers and sisters, you guys were always together, the family, a normal complete family. Why would you have a relationship and you can't talk to your family about it? I think you even having a relationship and if none of your family member knows the person you're dating is a risk, because anything can happen. So let's say, for instance, you decide to go see your boyfriend. We can't totally trust people because humans will always be humans. And you should always expect the unexpected from people. Sometimes, okay, let's say you met this guy, you've been dating for a long time, God forbid, and then decide to go visit him. None of your family member knows that you guys are dating. And let's just say in the process something bad happened. You didn't tell anybody where you're going. None of your family member knows about you dating this person. Probably you only told a friend. And the mistake you people make sometimes, or we all make sometimes, don't let me be judgmental, is thinking that you feel comfortable talking to your friend about your boyfriend or your girlfriend than talking to your past, a sibling, like somebody you grew up with. You can A friend today might wake up tomorrow to become an enemy. People don't stay as friends forever. That's why Yoruba people say "Ogun ọmọdé ò lè ṣeré fún ogún ọdún." But a family, no matter what happens, the worst is that you fight. They will resolve your fight, and then you get back to you. Will always, your brother will always be your brother. Your sister will always be your sister. There's nothing you can do about it. So they're always with you. So rather than you always letting a friend that you don't know their real intention, because I will not lie to you, the only person who wants to see you do better than them in this life is your parents. No matter how much how well your friend loves you, it will get to a point when you are the only person moving ahead doing something great. They may not hate you, but you know what I'm talking about. So sometimes you letting out all your secrets or talking about your boyfriend, you met this person, but it's always your friend. Even if something bad should happen to you, your friend out of fear may not feel comfortable letting it out to the public or telling your family about it. So let's take that part. You need, like if you're in a relationship, a serious relationship, like this relationship is going somewhere, at least one person out of your family should know who you're dating. Another point I like to bring out is the fact that whoever loves you and truly wants to be a part of your life would want to love everything related to you, get closer to them, like get to know them, would want to love everything that makes you you, and your family is part of it. There are some people that be like, the fact that you're dating this person doesn't mean that you're dating the whole family or you're dating the siblings. So you don't need to get to talk to the siblings. You don't need, like, some people even marry and be like, yeah, ọkọ ni mo fẹ́, mi ò fẹ́ ìyá ọkọ. Now, don't get me wrong. There are some people, there are some guys or probably girls who like even side chicks. They will let you talk to their mom, so you feel secured. So you in your mind you feel like okay, you are the real deal, you are the real babe. Meanwhile, you're just by the side. And we have some people that they've spoken to a lot of guys from their sister and some girls from their brother. So sometimes the fact that you're talking to somebody on the phone does not connect you to them, like does not is not an assurance that they want to be in your life. There are some differences between you talking to somebody on the phone or you meeting somebody on the phone and you having a relationship, like a cordial relationship with them. Like can they randomly call you to check up on you? Can they do you know where they stay? I'm talking about the family. Not like you spoke to them one time like that. You don't even know anything about them aside from the fact that you spoke to them one time like that. Then another thing is, if your spouse or your boyfriend or your girlfriend has a good relationship with your family member, it's gonna be hard for them to maltreat you or disrespect you or probably see you as one of the regulars because number one, it's like let's just say you have a boyfriend that has a good rapport with your younger brother or your senior brother. Sometimes they randomly gist on WhatsApp or they call or check up on each other. If you guys ever have a misunderstanding, it will be hard for them to probably treat you anyhow or do something that the people they've known or met through you won't be proud of. If you get to talk to them about it, they'll be like, what would you do? Like, you wouldn't want to offend some people that have looked up probably to him or to her. She wouldn't want your mom to start seeing her as something else because she already painted a picture of herself the first time she met your mom. So there are some things they'll be trying to avoid or trying to play safe with just because of the people around you that they respect. So the respect they have for those people will reflect in your relationship and would help you too. Unlike when they don't really know, they don't even know anybody like from you, like anybody connected to you. They don't, so they feel like they don't owe anybody any explanation, even if they treat you anyhow. So I don't know if you're understanding what I'm trying to say. Now that for an example, there was this friend of mine back then in school. They were girlfriend and boyfriend, and they're married now. There was a time he was going to break up with the girlfriend because she feels insecure insecure and then this kind of girlfriend that like checking boyfriend's phone, want to know if she's the only person, but she's actually an extremely nice person. The only reason why the guy could not break up with her was because the last born of the family really likes that lady. They talk on the phone every time the guy comes back home. The girl is always like, what of auntie? What of auntie? Let me talk to her on the phone. So they have a good relationship. So it was just because of that, the guy always rethink whenever it feels like, let me just get out of this relationship. So you can't say, even if as you grow, probably when you end up getting married, there's a time that there might be a situation whereby maybe you guys are not in good times and you need somebody to talk to your wife or to your husband. If you guys never had a good relationship with your family members, it will be hard for you because you can't not just wake up one day and go to meet one mother or one father that you never get to connect with and say, hey, Kiniko is not picking my call, I think he's seeing someone else. Nobody will give you the attention because it is when you need the help, you're not trying to make a relationship out of it. So what I'm trying to say is no matter how perfect your relationship is, you still have to have a connection with the family of the person you're seeing if you have the plan to stay forever. And the part that has to do with that you will still need their help. There is no way you would need their help. There is always one person in each family. Like in yours, there's always one person in your family that you feel like they have your mumu button. They can always talk to you and you won't have any like you just listen to them. Like they can call you back when you're doing something wrong. They can scold you with words and you feel comfortable talking to them. So everybody has someone like that in their family. Some people find people like that in probably being their cousin, not the sister, but they always have someone like that in the family. So if you don't have that kind of connection with any part of the family, you won't be able to figure out who that person is in the family. So when you need help, about who would help you talk to your spouse, like calling the person to be like, okay, so person, so my spouse or this person did this and that. I need you to talk to him. I don't know what's up with him. I don't know if she's seeing somebody else. I don't know if she's not. I don't know why she's saying she's not interested in this relationship. And then they could get to sit both of you down and talk and have a conversation and get the whole issue solved. And one thing, like Yoruba people do say that "Abẹ́rẹ́ tó bá lókun nídìí kò kí n sọnù." So your family is your okun. So if you appear to be like somebody who does not have regard for the family, you can get lost anytime. Anybody can just use you and just let you go. They don't owe anybody any explanation. So it is always good to always remember and put it at the back of your mind that family is very important. And there's this quote that says family is everything. And there is no way, no matter how much you know the person you're dating, you can't know him or more than the people who brought him up or brought her up. Because it's not like I'm saying that you can't know a part of him that those people won't know. But there will always be something about this person that it is only the father or the mother or the siblings that knows this about him or that knows this about her. And there are some things that you would know that the siblings and the family too won't know. So there is no way you will be able to get to know the person you're dating or you're loving more if you don't get to connect with those people to let you into the part of him or her that you have not been to. Some people even date a person without knowing the background. You have never tried to visit the house to know the kind of family he's from or she's from, the kind of rules they have. Maybe sometimes there are some families that have spiritual rules guiding their lineage. You don't. There are a lot of things you have to know about the person you're dating. So if you are cutting the connection short that okay, you just want it to be you and your lover, you're going to end up wishing you never had. You're going to end up wishing that you shouldn't have done that. And one thing you should always have at the back of your mind, even if you have a rough family, sorry to say, or you're not in good times with your family, you should never, under any situation or circumstance, be rude to any of your family members or any of your family member in the presence of the person you're dating. Like the idea of probably you having a conversation with your mom or your dad on the phone or your other sister and you're talking to them with their or you have a situation back then at home and you're trying to solve, you're just talking to them anyhow, then you drop the call, or probably your family, probably your sister, your mom or your sibling, any of them, they're calling you and you're ignoring in the presence of the person you're dating, and you're like, I don't know to Pharaoh. Like trying to, like disrespecting your family or a member of your family in the presence of the person you're dating is like it will reduce the respect they're supposed to have for your family and even you. For you to disregard your family, then it means that they can disregard them too, either in front of you or behind you. So there is this thing my dad used to say that ẹni tó bá ta ẹbí ẹ̀ ní ọ̀pọ̀ ọ̀wọ́n gógó ló máa rà. So if you disregard your parents, even maybe it's when you're with your friend, there is no way you can't say today is my mommy's birthday, please can you help me call and wish her happy birthday, okay? You'll be like, well, okay, I'll call her later, because you've not made us see the value of the mother that you're talking about. Somebody that you called last week saying that, hey, mommy, or somebody you have been rude to her in the presence of the person you're trying to make her feel special to. So you have to be cautious of that. And another thing is that I'm not saying that you should let your family be a controller of your relationship. It is a relationship. It involves two people. You should have some things that will just be between the two of you. Not like one thing happened, you blah, 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 you ran to the sister, you blah, 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 you ran to the mother. If you can't get to control or have a conversation in your relationship and try to solve issues without you inviting one person or the other, you would have problem when you eventually get married. You will always and will continuously get to need somebody to help you maintain or stabilize your own. because you would have been used to it. It is your home. You should be able to make things work within yourselves. So, in a nutshell, what I'm trying to let you know is that your family should at least know some things about your relationship, and it is also good that you know that you don't have to keep telling people more than they need to know, either about your relationship or your family. So, let there be a little line to family that they don't really have to know everything about you and the person you're dating, and the person you're dating does not need to know everything about your family. Like little bit of, holding back some things that's supposed to be personal would command and put the space for respect there. So I think and hope you've been able to learn some few things today and you had a good time. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, and also you should please let me know what you feel about this second episode, and if you have any other question you can always drop at the comment section, and if you have other topics you want us to talk about or address, let us know at the comment section. So let us know how you feel, what else you want us to talk about, what more you want to know about the topic, and any other things in your mind that you want to let out. Always use the comment section. God bless you, and don't forget to tell your friends to subscribe to this YouTube channel. It doesn't cost anything. Some people don't even know that you don't need money before you subscribe to a YouTube channel. It's just like following somebody on Instagram. So you have to subscribe to our YouTube channel so we can get along. Thank you so much for joining us. God bless you. I love you.